The impact that it has on my semester.
I feel like with the whole pandemic situation and the quarantine and isolation, it gets to people. Right now, the most important thing anyone can have right now is friends.
I know personally many of my residents would like to go out, see their friends in the open air, and hang out, especially make connections being first years. That's kind of like the time where they're able to meet people without any like class work they have to do or like be out and about.
It's been they've been telling me it's been hard making friends. They want to make new friends, more friends in the building. Like making new friends is hard for them because of the pandemic. So they've been which isn't a bad thing what I'm about to say, but they've been going with their old friends from last year, which is great. Some of them said like making being outgoing from last year paid off a lot this year because they're talking to old friends from last year, which is great. But they also wish that they were able to make new friends this year, and it's hard. And I've noticed that they, be in the rooms like 24/7, and they told me that there really isn't much to do on campus. Um, there's the social life is gone. Anything on campus is just gone. It's empty.
With COVID 19 dominating almost every aspect of life, even on campus, it is very easy to feel isolated and alone. Even the RAs feel the strain, especially when trying to help students gain connections on campus. Many nights are like this, walking down empty hallways with very little people around to interact with or even to talk to.
We've been tasked with doing programs, and I think it's tough to do so only on Zoom because we're all fatigued from Zoom when it comes to classes, when it comes to events, when it comes to clubs and organizations.
For both as an RA to make the programs, and no one really wants to come because no one wants to do a Zoom program because no one wants to show up because they're tired of being on Zoom, which I don't blame them, but it's hard.
Many lounges, once areas for RAs to make connections as well as host programs, are now completely empty. All programs are now on Zoom, which many students already use daily for almost all their classes, and this can lead to some screen overtime.
It was hard to pay attention through Zoom because Zoom fatigue is a thing. You get tired of being on Zoom.
But there are options available. It's just very difficult, but there are options available for programs social.
But I think it's tough. I don't know if there's a lot you can do in this situation when it comes to programming and helping students, fight that isolation.
With many students choosing to go fully remote, many dorm windows have become dark, leaving only those who either wanted to stay or had to.
But so far, adapting to isolation, it's not that bad. Get to be in my room, play music, watch shows, catch up on that. Can get lonely sometimes, but again, everyone needs a friend.
We are social creatures. There's no denying that. For sure, some people can be introverts and become a hermit and not can go on days or even months not seeing people.
Isolation and quarantine, that's something I had to adapt myself, but that came at a cost. And that cost I should say, being disinterested in friendships, and it has taken a toll on me to the point where I had to go to counseling to get myself checked because that wasn't great. It wasn't the best. And I say that because the counselor that I was seeing also saw the same signs in other people that has been going to counseling, and it's a good thing that I'm not the only one.
I would say just to reach out to your RAs, reach out to your NSLs, reach out to other people. It's not obviously the spur of the moment interactions that you have maybe in like a classroom or walking down the hallway, but if you know somebody and you don't know how you're feeling about like your friendship, or if you just met someone, I would tell them to reach out to that person. You never know how much added value that person can bring to your life, whether that be virtually or in person safely. There's a bunch of us on campus being student leaders that are willing to assist in any way we can, especially to make our first year class feel welcomed.
Despite this loneliness, many RAs, some of which who have even chosen to stay to the end of the semester, have still been able to find connections and create new ones.